A woman brought tea to a powerful man. When she was leaving, she accidentally knocked over and broke a wine bottle, which immediately drew everyone's attention. The man's fiancée ordered to drag the waitress out for execution. Frightened, the woman knelt down at once to beg for mercy. The man didn't want to make things difficult for a waitress and planned to let her leave. But at that moment, another woman nearby saw the waitress's name tag and called out her name. Hearing the familiar name, the man stood up in shock. The waitress hurried to hide the name tag, but the man stepped forward quickly and took off her mask. After seeing her real face clearly, he suddenly realized that the woman in front of him was his ex-girlfriend whom he had missed for a long time. They used to be a deeply loving couple. 7 years ago, the man's family encountered an accident and went bankrupt. His parents set themselves on fire in despair. The man was burdened with debts and faced execution by firing squad. At that time, his fiancée became his last spiritual support. However, the woman, his ex-girlfriend, proposed to break off the engagement, saying that what she had liked about him was only his family's wealth. Now that his family was bankrupt, she would never stay to help him pay off debts or live a lonely life. The man refused to believe this, but the woman slapped him in the face and resolutely left, despite his desperate attempts to keep her. No one knew that the woman was already in tears when she turned around. To help the man pay off his debts, she had sold one of her kidneys to the warlord in exchange for 30 million yuan, which was used to settle the man's debts. To avoid being a burden to him, she chose to hide the truth and leave cruelly. She got into someone else's luxury car and drove away, not looking back even though the man chased and shouted after her. In the blink of an eye, 7 years passed. With the support of a mysterious person, the man became a powerful figure who had influence in both legal and illegal circles. Unbeknownst to herself at that time, the woman was pregnant and gave birth to a daughter for the man. The daughter suffered from congenital heart disease. Over the years, the woman ignored her own weak body and worked hard to make money, which caused problems with her only remaining kidney. The doctor told her that she only had 3 months left to live. The woman walked out of the hospital in a daze and accidentally stepped on a stranger. When she looked up, she found that the stranger was actually the man's friend. The friend also recognized her at a glance and immediately began to mock her. The woman didn't want to explain and just wanted to leave as soon as possible, but she was stopped forcefully. The friend thought she must regret abandoning his friend, the man, back then, but the woman still pretended to be unfeeling. This made the friend more convinced that she was a money worshipper. At this moment, the doctor came over with medicine. After learning that the two knew each other, the doctor told them about the woman selling her kidney to the warlord 7 years ago. When the man heard 7 years ago, he was immediately in a daze and set off at once to find out the truth of what happened back then. When they met again after a long separation, both of their hearts beat faster. But the woman still tried to avoid the man's gaze and said she would compensate for the broken wine. The man reached out and knocked the money out of her hand, only to see that she still kept the pocket watch he had given her back then. He picked up the pocket watch excitedly and questioned her. However, a scheming woman beside them interrupted, saying that the woman was just putting on a show of suffering because she saw the man had become successful. The man didn't believe the scheming woman. Instead, he took out a diamond ring and asked the woman to choose between the diamond ring and the pocket watch. He wanted to know if she still had feelings for the past. But to make the man give up completely, the woman pretended to be vain and chose the diamond ring. The man was heartbroken. He shot and shattered the pocket watch, then demanded that the woman drink 99 glasses of wine before he would let her go. The woman wanted to refuse at first, but the man put a gold bar on top of each glass of wine. To earn enough medical fees for her seriously ill daughter, she ignored her physical condition and drank one glass after another. On the other side, the man's friend finally found out the truth of what happened back then. As soon as he walked out of the door, he learned that the woman was being forced to drink. When the doctor heard this, he hurried to tell them that with the woman's physical condition, alcohol could kill her at any time. After hearing this, the man ran as fast as he could to stop her. When he arrived, the man could no longer bear to see her suffer and told her she didn't have to drink anymore. Before leaving, the woman still reached out to pick up those gold bars, but as soon as she stood up, she suddenly vomited blood and fainted to the ground.